Yeah.
Oh, it's not good.
No, it ain't nothing.
It's like that. You're gonna have to do
I don't got no extra.
Huh?
I don't have an extra. I done lost 2 head.
I got one in my bag. You see what I'm saying? I just wanted to put these ones. I just think this later.
She texted me now, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
My cousin going out of town tomorrow, and she gonna need help her prepare.
Say it again?
My cousin going out of town tomorrow, she gonna need help her prepare.
Oh, okay. Is she staying out there? Where?
Houston.
I want to go back so bad because I got family down there in Dallas. And then we got a UK family down there.
Houston County,
in
right?
Dallas and Houston, yeah.
Baby, getting it in.
Austin was really good about, but I'll help it out some more.
I like Dallas is cool, but it's like slow. It's short.
Yeah. It's lucky. All right.
Now we live already?
You got it. Hey, Shalom, YAHANNA, to our brother, Shalom, Shamar, Shalom, sisters, all right? I.S.U.P.K, Minneapolis with the Sabbath service. Salaki for a time, difficulties as far as the internet things of that sort. We are going to get into Proverbs, the 31st chapter, verses 5 through 11, right?
Okay.
We are going to get into the Tanakh, and we are also going to get into the Bible as well. And we are going to try to finish up this chapter so that way we can get into another book. You see what I'm saying? I appreciate that. All right, so we are going to get into the prayers like we always do. And what we always say is YAHANNA, which means to rise, YAHANNA, which means to rise up or stand up and face the east. So wherever you are at, wherever city, location that you're at, wherever the east that you see, you have to turn and face towards the east, okay? Wherever the sun rises, all right? Go ahead.
The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. YAHANNA, I.S.U.P.K, Yahweh, Malawaka, Salah, Razaka, I.S.U.P.K, Ratiza, Kawah, Ayah, Come, Call, Yawam, Asalakina, Abawakina, Asalakina, Abawakina, Wala'ah, Tawayana, Asaiwan, Abal, Awashinawa, Mayam, Ra, Kaya, Lakam, Alawaka, Wala'ala, Wadapara, Wa'abalum, Aman.
The Lord's Prayer in English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen.
Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Ashad, Ayani, Ahori, Ayani, Abad, Azar, Mama, Mayam, Yahweh, Ashad, Shemai, Ratiza, Ayatan, Lamawat, God, Ayawam, Shamar, Anah, La'ah, Yanawam, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yahshua. Shalamar. Yasharala. Yahawa. Shamar. Yahawa. Tazaka. I.S.U.P.K. Yamka. Yawamam. Hashemash. La'ah. Yakaka. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Wayarab. Yakaka. Wayarab. Allah. Yahweh. Yashamar. Makal Yashamar. Athan Pashka. Yahweh. Yashamor. Tazaka. Wabawaka. Mayata. I will.
Psalms 121 in the English. I'll lift up my eyes. To the hills. From whence comes my help? My help comes from the Lord. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee when I slumber. Behold. He that keepeth Israel. Shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore.
Hakala, power in Hebrew. Yahweh. Hashem. Yahushua. Hakad. Lawapa. Call Makala. Makal Manawat. Hakad. Latahar.
Then it sounds like that.
Hamatazari. Hakad. Lahakari. Lahakim. Hamakim. Hakad. Al-Rakarat. Atma'alu. Lagash. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. The water. Among.
The power in English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. Cast them out in the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
Bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh. Hashem Yahushua. Baruch Lenahu. Yasharala. Wahab Barak. It's like Wahab Bayak. Sapari. Barak. Magun. Say the name of the loved ones once and everyone with a piece of rice. Nini.
All of Israel.
I.S.U.P.K. Minneapolis. All of Israel. I.S.U.P.K.
What we just said was, bless Israel in the English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua. Bless us in Israel. And the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect. Loved ones. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
Psalms 83. in the Hebrew, Aharian.
Alahayim.
All the Yalakat. All that's a cut. All the Yalakat. All that's a quad. Well, all that's a quad. All that's a quash. All that's a quash. All that's a quash. All that's a quad. All. YAHANNA. YAHANNA. YAHANNA one. Raj. All Amaka.
That's right. Amaka. That's right. Sawada.
Wayata. All to the Pamukun. Amara. Amara. Lakawa. Lakawa.
You always get this one.
Yeah.
It's
long as hell.
Okay. When a car, you're done. So when a car, you're done.
When the car you're done. Magaya. Well, the eye is a car. Sham Yashali. I would die. I would. Yeah. No, why I to Zawa. Right? No, why Tazawa. Okay. Now I Tazawa. Now I Tazawa. Now you got to tell me the right way on this. The why I Tazawa. No, why I Tazawa.
No, why Tazawa?
Okay, I see how this.
No,
why Tazawa. The ba. Akadu. It's like a Yukadu. I look. Bayata. No, the one at top. Bayata. Baya. Your car. That. It's like. Yeah.
Your car.
Aholian. Adawan.
It sounds like Adawan.
Yeah.
Adawan, which is different.
Why
You separate, see the space between.
Why?
Yashimai.
Why Yashimai Adawan?
Why Yashimai Adawan? I mean, Alayon.
Moabia. Wagarian. Gabal. Mayawam. Amalat. Parashat. Ashabaya. Tazawar. Gam Yashua. Another Y. Hayawa. Zawad. Labanya Lawat. Salah. Ashalaham. Kamani. Kasaya. Shara.
No, Sarah.
Shara.
It's not an H. It's a Sarah. Sarah.
Sarah. Okay. Shara.
Kasaya. Sarah.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay. I hear H a little bit. It's probably
I got that tongue number.
I got one love.
Okay. Kayabim.
That's right.
Benakar. Kayashwan.
That's one.
Yes. First.
That's not it, right?
Nisham Dua.
Listen. Nisham
Madua.
Madwa. Yeah.
Nisham Madua.
Nisham Madwa.
But I know the right. Okay. Bayan Daira. Ayawa. The man. La Adamah. So your thumb. Shayatam. The da. Yagmawa. Ra. Kaira. Wakab Zabat. Mana. Call not so call. Ka'al. Nayasak Kanwa. Asher.
Ashar. Asher is like A-S-S-U-R.
Okay, so that's that H. Ashar. Amara.
Yeah, that's right.
Nayarash. Lanawa. Ata. Nayawa. Alahaya. Shayatamwa. Kagalgo. So Kagalgo.
Yeah, that's right.
Kakwash. Yapanya Rayaka. Kaash. The Barayada.
That's right.
Wakaya Abba.
It's Y.
Wakaya.
No. It's separate. So it's Y. You guys say by it's separate. So and it's funny because I can see the space. So it's Y. Color 5.
Okay. Wakalaba.
Color 5.
Talahat.
Color hot. Hurry.
Come. Panyaham.
Yeah.
Panyaham. Kalawan. Waya Bakwashwa. Shunka. Yahweh. Yabashua. Behold. Ayah. Kaparo. Abad. Ada Awad. Kayata. Shaka. Yahweh. Yabak. Ayawan.
So you see how we see the spacing now?
The other prayers got slashes in between. That's why it's more easier.
Yeah. So,
I love one. I say it again.
So, one.
Yeah.
And next.
I got that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
I one. Al-Kahar Aratazah. You see how the others?
Yeah. All used to be like that. When separated, it's better that way.
The car, you can actually make it one with the separations in between.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Texted me last night.
Okay. Well, we ain't like that. Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence. Oh God. Open not thy feet. And be not still. Oh God. Below. Thy enemies with the tune. And they that hate thee. Have lifted the head. They have taken private counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy enemies. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against the tabernacle of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, the Garians, Baal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, the inhabitants of Tyre. And Shores also joined with them. They have opened the children of Lot. Do unto them as unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. As the brook to Son. Which bears at the door. They became as dust to the earth. Makes the noise like ore. They like seed. Yea. All the princes as the fire. And as the moon. Said, let us take to ourselves the house of God in possession. Oh my God. Make it like it will. And it's stubborn before the wind. As the fire burns the wood. And as the flames set the mountain on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. And make them afraid with thy storm. And fill the faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. Oh Lord. Let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame and perish. That men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. This last one. Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. All things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Listen to us now. Right now. So he was a curse. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. That speak against us. Like prophets. The teacher. The priest. Israelite brothers. In the school. So he was a curse. Punishment and destruction. To the heathen. Shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel. Refuse against the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. So he was a curse. His punishment and destruction. The Edomites. And the nation. And the drug corpses. Criticism. Land everyone. All the governments of our enemies. Everlasting God's army. Roman Catholic Church. Islam, Christianity, Catholicism, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, Skinhead, Gay Movement, Spies, Works of Witchcraft, National Space Program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, the airways, the access channel, the radio channel, the business spirit of any of thy people, that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the evil.
And bring swift destruction to all the needs.
That stand in the way.
That stand in our way.
Try to stop us.
Try to stop us.
Through broadcasting your word.
Broadcasting your word.
Throughout the earth.
Throughout the earth.
Lose all the places.
Lose all the places.
Cause them go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and fro.
The earth is consuming.
The earth is consuming.
Let the flames shake the house of the thief.
Let the flames shake the house of the thief.
In the murder.
In the murder.
In YAHANNA. Michael and Gabriel. Down to flying saucers.
Down to flying saucers.
And punish all the evil.
Punish all the evil.
That come up against us. As we speak thy words.
Speak thy words.
Cause it to be known by all.
Cause it to be known by all.
That it is the angels that have done it.
The angels that have done it.
Causing it to be spread through the media.
Cause it to be spread through the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Causing it to shake at thy coming.
Causing it to shake at thy
In
coming.
the name of YAHANNA.
In the name of YAHANNA.
Thank you always.
Thank you always. So be it.
Good morning. So we are going to go ahead and get into the Tanakh, which we are going to read in Proverbs 31, 5 through 11. All right. So everybody may be seated.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 5. Pun your sharp thought. YAHANNA. Makai Kakwa. YAHANNA. YAHANNA. Ball. Ball Ben Yah. YAHANNA. Verse 6. Tawana. Sakar. La'a Wabar. YAHANNA. Mayar. So how I keep this right messing up. Mariah. The Maya. Napash. Verse 7. Yeshar
Then Yeshua, Yeshua, Yashata, Yashika, Rayashimwa, Mala, Yazabar, Abar, no, Awar. Verse 8. Pataka, Payara, Payam, all young, no, La'ayam, all young, Bala, Babayan, Baya, Kala, Wapa, verse 9. Payata, Payam, Shapam, Papa, Shapat, Tazarapa, where you come, I will yacht. Anaya, the young, the young, Verse 10. Ashar, call, Maya, Yama, Aya, Rakapa, Mapan, Yawam, I hate when I do this. one, the end, like that. Upon one,
Because with the young and one, the young and one, it's like young.
Yum. Okay. Upon your yum. Okay. Upon your yum. Mapara. Verse 11. Bataha. Baha. Laba. Laka. Ka'ala. Laha. Ka'alaha. Ka'alaha. Washa. Lalam. Washa. Oh. No. That's La'a. You come, right? That's it.
All right, and we're going to get into the Bible, Proverbs 31 and 5 through 11. Yeah, it's 5 to 11, right?
31, 5 through 11. The book of Proverbs, let us 5 through 11. Lest thou drink and forget the law and prevent the judgment of any of the afflicted.
Actually, start from verse 1.
Okay. Proverbs chapter 31, verse 1. The word of King Lemuel.
Yeah, that's right.
The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. Verse 2. What, my son, and what the son of my womb, and what the son of my bowels. Verse 3. Give not thy strength unto a woman.
Say it again.
Give not thy strength unto a woman.
Give not thy strength to a woman. What does that mean? We talked about it last week, but we're just going to refresh on the topic.
It's like it's basically saying don't be weak under a woman.
Right. Don't do anything that's going to make you lose your power to a woman, especially to anybody for that purpose, but especially to a woman. In this sense, don't give your power over to a woman. See what I'm saying? Because she might end up being more powerful and stronger than you. She knows how to push your buttons. She knows how to, destroy you, to conquer you. So don't give a woman your power, your strength, your authority. Right?
Give not thy strength unto a woman, nor give not thy strength unto a woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
Nor thy ways that which destroyeth kings. Man, don't do things that you know that can destroy a king. Don't give that woman the upper hand. Don't do that. Unless you want to fall. You want to fail in your kingdom. Don't do that. Keep going.
Verse 4. It is not for kings, O Lemuel. It is not for kings to drink wine, nor for princes strong drink. Verse 5. Lest thy drink and forget the law,
So there's nothing wrong with having a drink. There's nothing wrong with having wine. But the whole matter is, if you are going, I mean, like, don't drink to the point where you forget the law. You forget, you know, what the Bible says as far as, you know, if you want to take this woman out, like for example, right? A lot of people go to the bar and they get to drink and then they take some you know, some ratchet, you know what I'm saying, some rat, and you know, to the house, and somehow it's a devil. You know what I mean? It's like, don't drink to the point to like so like don't drink to the point where you forget the law, to where you got you a whole heathen in the bed, you know what I mean? And now you did something unlawful. You know what I mean? Like sometimes there are people that have been got tore up and messed up and then raped people, molested people, you see what I'm saying? And done horrible things that is against the law. So don't drink too much to the point where you forget about what the law says. Also, too, it talks about, you know, when you are drinking, don't drink too much because, you know, you might have to counsel. Be sober enough to counsel. So, you know, just be wise and be considerate of what's going on around you. Keep going. And also, this is the mother of this king giving him advice. And this is King Solomon giving, how would you say, like, the backstory. See what I'm saying? Telling you what this king was told, and he's trying to give you an example through this king's point of view. All right, in his life. Go ahead.
Come. Lest they drink and forget the law, and prevent the judgment of any of the afflicted.
And what?
And prevent the judgment of any of the afflicted.
It's pervert.
Like pervert. And prevent the judgment of any of the afflicted.
And pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted. What does that mean?
Basically, you forget about the judgment that you're supposed to do, keep the law, basically. Basically not doing what you're supposed to do.
Right, so at least they drink and forget the law and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted. Who are the afflicted?
The people that's getting crimes done against them.
Right, see what I'm saying? Because you have to help the afflicted. And the Bible says in either first Esdras or second Esdras, it says that you have to defend the father and the fatherless. You have to help the widow, see what I'm saying? And you have to help the children. Like, you have to help the people that are in need. The poor, they are in need. When you read into Luke, the 16th chapter, as far as the rich man, like Luke 16 and 19, I believe, and the rich man gave the poor man, who was Lazarus, you know what I mean, the cousin of YAHANNA, who was Christ, gave him crumbs. And Lazarus died. See what I'm saying? Lazarus died because of an illness, a sickness. And the rich man died after. And the rich man asked, well, hey, Lazarus was, you know, he was carried by the angels. That's a parable, by the way. He was carried by the angels. And he was in Abraham's bosom, meaning he was in his care. See what I'm saying? If you're on someone's bosom, that means that you are in someone's care. It's like breastfeeding, in a sense. Otherwise, on the chest. See what I'm saying? You are in someone's care. The rich man was in no one's care because he did evil. He did not consider Lazarus because he was a poor man. And he fed him crumbs off of the table. Man, that he just gave him leftovers versus the whole meal. You know what I mean? And that's what you have to consider, because we are the afflicted. Poor people, like every Wednesday, what do we do after class? What do we do every Wednesday after class?
You got to reach out.
As far as the topic, the afflicted.
When we talk about what's going on in the world, what do you mean? What we do after class? We do other stuff.
Okay.
So,
Okay. After class every Wednesday, we go down to the Union Depot station.
oh yeah, okay, calm.
And we,
And we give out
Right.
food to the homeless,
right,
to the afflicted, basically.
right. We give food to the homeless and afflicted. You see what I'm saying? To care for them, to look out for them. You know what I mean? We could just, keep all the food for ourselves and our children. We are fine. We will make it another day. But ain't no telling if they are going to make it another day.
Right.
So we look out for them versus ourselves. We are the ones being selfish in a good way. So we look out for our people.
Okay.
Keep going.
Verse 6. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish.
So give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish. Keep going.
And wine unto them.
Those.
It's like and wine unto those that be heavy of heart.
That be of heavy heart.
It's old English killing me sometimes.
Yeah, I know. And read it again.
Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy hearts.
Right. So this is talking about like if you just hit rock bottom and you feel like this is the end, you're all depressed, you're all sad, and you're just like, man, this is it for me. I had a long day of slavery. See what I'm saying? I didn't deal with this. This person then died. I lost this person. I lost my woman, my husband. I need me a drink. But when you have that drink, you have to be wise with it. You can't, be what's the word?
Overindulgent.
Right. You can't indulge in it. You see what I'm saying? Like you have to be careful because that depression, that losing somebody, that person that you lost, your husband, your wife, it can lead you into something very dark and terrible. So you want to be careful. You got to watch yourself. You know what I mean? That's what you have to do. You got to watch yourself. So this is talking about if you had a long day of slavery and it's been some days since you had any strong drinks or wine, crack that bottle open. You deserve it. That's for you. You already are oppressed. You just got beat by the cops, but you are alive. You made it home. You got pulled over, but you still made it home. You just got out of jail after a false accused, sentence. You need to drink. You don't need the weed. You don't need the crack. You don't need to commit more crimes. Just sit down, have a drink, and just relax yourself and collect your thoughts. All right, keep going.
Come, verse 7. Let him drink and forget his poverty.
That's the whole point. The reason why you're drinking is to have a buzz and just sit back and like, you know what? I've been stressing all day. I need to relax. You know what I'm saying? That's what you have to do sometimes. Things get stressful in life. Does it not? You know what I mean? Things get really stressful. You know what I mean? And especially because we drink. We drink everything. You see what I'm saying? We drink everything. There's a lot going on. This work, it's not easy. See what I'm saying? But we drink with wisdom. We don't drink just to, make ourselves look like our aunties and uncles. You see what I'm saying? Our mothers and fathers that were in the world that was doing this. They was just doing it so recklessly. But we have order with it. You can't be a drunk. You can't be an alcoholic. You have to be on point with everything. See what I'm saying? That's how it has to be. All right, keep going.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
Let him drink and forget his poverty.
One more time.
Let him drink and forget his poverty.
Right, like let that man chill for a second. Let him have, a little couple of shots or something. Let him just chill back. But make sure that you watch that person. Make sure that they are tawab and that they are cool and that they are not doing too much. Don't let that drink become a problem. Many of us have dealt with that before. Many of our family members, we've seen it secondhand. that our family has just went out of control. And then some have died. Friends and family have died because of alcoholism. See what I'm saying? You gotta be careful now. Watch yourself. And watch the people over you. Watch the people underneath you. All right, keep going.
And remember his misery no more.
Right, meaning you don't have to remember the pain that you're suffering and going through. That's the reason why people drink. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. That's the reason why people smoke. Is smoking lawful? It's not. That's why people do a lot of things just to hide behind the pain. But there is a way to do everything. When it comes to drinking, you are just in that moment of you having that buzz. Those few shots is just sitting in your system. And you just feel that little buzz. You just taking ease of your pain. Taking ease of your pain and you're just relaxing for that moment. Once that next morning comes, you got to get back to whatever you were just fighting yesterday. See what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come on, verse 8. Open thy mouth for the dumb, in the case of all such as, open thy mouth for the dumb, in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction.
What is that talking about?
It's basically talking about correcting a person that's doing wrong, basically. Tell them what, you open your mouth, let's don't sit back and let them keep doing wrong. You tell them what they're doing wrong, basically.
And that's why I pointed to the whole thing as far as drinking, because that's the topic. And the whole thing about don't give your strength or don't give your your power.
Strength to a woman.
Your strength or your power to a woman. See what I'm saying? Like, don't give her the upper hand to destroy you or anybody. But the Bible says in Baruch or Barak, the 3rd or 4th chapter, give not thy honor to a stranger. Like in Spanish, that giving your honor to a stranger. Even Ezra spoke about it as well, with the shield of David, which is behind us. See what I'm saying? Don't give your honor, meaning don't give your talents or gifts. Don't give the valuable things about you as an Israelite over to a heathen, over to a person that's going to just abuse it and destroy it. That's like you giving something precious to a kid, knowing that this kid does not value the things that they receive. That's why Christmas is just so funny to me, because those kids are going to break everything. But the toys that we give our children when they're, a couple of years old, probably 1 or 2, is just to occupy them because they're kids. And toys are sometimes even learning experiences. You know what I'm saying? Those toys will, even teach kids certain things. The Legos, the blocks, and certain like that. Like, it starts to work the motor skills. But Christmas, birthdays, yikes. It's going to be horrible. Those toys are not going to survive next year. It's crazy because you would think that kids would take care of anything, but they're not at that age. They don't know better. You know what I'm saying? All they know is play, smash, and now it's broken. All the pieces are falling apart. All right? So that's pretty much what he's talking about. So, open thy mouth for the dumb, and the cause of all such are appointed to destruction. Now, the dumb, what is the dumb?
The people that don't know the law.
Yes, in this sense, yes. Otherwise, the word dumb also means that your body is lame, meaning that you can't hear well. So I have a part of my body that is lame, meaning my left ear, I can't hear at all.
So that's where we get the word numb from?
Numb, yes. Yep. Yep. Your body is lame, your body is dumb, or it's you say numb?
No.
No, yeah. Otherwise you can see. See what I'm saying? You're blind. You're crippled. You can't walk. You can't talk. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's talking about. All right, keep going.
Talking about verse 9. Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy.
Now, why is that so important? Because the Bible says in Matthew, judge inwardly, but not outwardly. What does that mean?
Judge yourself before you judge someone else.
No, it's talking about another person. Not yourself or someone else. Judge inwardly, but not outwardly.
Judge our people.
Huh?
Like judge our people.
Yeah,
Inwardly,
but
like-
judge, okay. What is inside you and what is outside of you? Judge inwardly, but not outwardly.
Judge your spirit.
There you go, that's right. Inwardly meaning judge the spirit, not the flesh, not the appearance. See what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people say, y'all wicked. Y'all saying these people is wicked, blah, blah, blah. Like, how do you know this person is wicked? Are they in I.S.U.P.K? Are they following the law? You say you believe in God, you say this, you say that, but they smoking a cigarette. They out there gangbanging. The Bible is against that. That's how you judge inwardly versus outwardly. Because a Christian pastor would tell you, hey, I serve God. I'm a man of God. I'm a pastor. See what I'm saying? I'm such and such. I'm on the billboard. Okay, and at the same time, you still molest children. And you cheat on your wife with men. So, judge inwardly, not outwardly. See what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come.
Verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies.
What does that mean? And this is a Y.K scripture that we always get now.
Basically saying finding a good woman is priceless, basically. It's above any ruby or gold or any type of money. She's priceless.
Right, because rubies ain't an easy thing to find. You know what I'm saying? Like like rubies is not a very easy thing to find. I think they got it like in North Carolina, you gotta find them, California, something like that. You know what I mean? It's funny because I used to be obsessed with rubies because, you know, when I was in the world, I was into the whole horoscopes. And, you know, I was born in July, so I'm technically a Cancer, but I ain't got cancer. But, but you know, rubies is, you know, the birthstone of someone that's born in July. See what I'm saying? So rubies are hard to find. So it's like you said, it's priceless. See what I'm saying? It's not something that you can just go into the store and buy every day. It's something that you gotta wait for, you gotta look for. You know what I mean? And a virtuous woman is just that. And what does the word virtuous mean?
Virtuous is like being versatile and being able to do many things.
Meaning skillful.
Skillful, yeah.
There you go. Yep. That's what a virtuous woman is. She has skill. You know, can you cook? Can you clean? Can you know, fight the rats out of the house, the bugs, the spiders? I don't know. Can you wash dishes? You know what I mean? Can you know, mop the floor? Like just the simple things. But can you be versatile? Can you be multitasking? See what I'm saying? Can you just be that? Can you be in one place all at once? You know what I mean? That's what it means to be a virtuous woman. To have absolute skill. And there are sisters in the school that have skill, man.
Right.
They are doing everything, still raising children, still going to school, still helping their husbands, and then boom, they have a business. Like they run a whole lot of machines. You know what I'm saying? These are machines that they run, man. So much skill is, and they are just doing nothing but putting in work right next to their man, or just by themselves. There are sisters that have no husbands, and they dedicate themselves to school, to the nation, and they do nothing but help brothers and sisters. So shit, like it's like they got more than one husband, more than one, you see what I'm saying? It's like they are doing everything for everybody, and that's what it means to be a virtuous woman. Also, too, in the Bible, King Solomon said, damn, let me say, he said something about who can find a virtuous woman, something like that.
I thought Proverbs was.
It is, yeah. Who can find a virtuous woman, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it said none, but who can find a righteous man? But I found one, something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Out of 100,
I out of 1,000 men,
I found one.
but out of 1,000 women, I found one.
None.
Like it's a big thing when sisters come to the school, because our sisters have been destroyed by the serpent, which is, you know, our oppressor, that they are in the church. You know what I mean? As soon as a sister hears about this truth, they like, most of wives, like,
I ain't with that.
you know, I can't argue with my man. I can't hit him. I can't shoot him and stab him and still come home the next day and be like, you know what you did. I can't put him on child support. Are you serious? Like, it's crazy, you know?
They be ready to fight.
Yeah. You know, it's so funny because the general had said, like, look, sometimes your woman be so ready to argue with you. As soon as you come to the door, she's standing there just ready to fight you. And he's like, all right. He had a jacket. He's like, all right, come on, let's go. Come on, all right, come on, let's go. And he locks the door, like, all right, come on, let's go. I'm ready. You know what I mean? It's so funny because, like, that's how it is, you know? It's some women that just really want that. But then there is another type of woman that's very virtuous that really wants to change their ways. And she doesn't want to be like the people that she see every day. She wants to be better than that. She wants to have some humility. She wants to have some standards. She wants to have some classiness about herself. You know what I mean? And that's very important, man, like, because our woman used to be very classy. I mean, in Deuteronomy, it talks about how they were tender and delicate, that they didn't even want their foot to touch the ground. You know what I mean? And females are like that. You know, they like, like, you know, they squirm at certain things. You know what I mean? But the fact that she didn't want her feet to touch the ground, it reminded me of like those old movies of where you're in Africa, you know, and the queen is being carried. And she doesn't want to touch the floor unless she touches the floor of her house. You know what I mean? That's what it reminds me of. And that's how our women are. So read one more time.
Come.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman?
Who can find a virtuous woman? Keep going.
For her price is far above rubies.
Her price is far above rubies, man. It's far above rubies. I mean, like, damn, like, can you really put a price on that? I mean, it's very special to have a woman that is by your side and that is willing to do any and everything for you. And on top of that, do extra without you even asking. I mean, there are sisters, man, in school that just does the most in a good way. Go ahead.
No, it's like it was this when our brothers posted something about the Christians and like this, I'm gonna call her a Christian woman. She just jumped on there and just got the run in her mouth.
Unpopular opinion?
No, it wasn't even that. This was my brother Bar's post, and this Christian woman just got on there and got the run in her mouth, and it has made me look at the women that we got in our school like they are the real deal. Like they're so humble and so sweet and willing to go out their way for the brothers and it's true.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like I think about, like, for example, we got a sister right now in school. I saw her. You know what I mean? And we got, you know, Y.A.P.K, we got I.S.U.P.K, who else? Kabad's wife. We got B, you know what I mean? Which is, you know, Bakar Dom's wife. Who was her name? Sister Aria. You see what I'm saying? Like, we have all these sisters that go above and beyond for the brothers and the sisters. Like, we all look out for each other. And that's what makes the brotherhood of sisters so tight, because we care and think about each other. We are not selfish. And a virtuous woman, she ain't selfish, man. She will walk up in your own house and clean everything up for you without you doing nothing. Meaning, like, she don't have to, but she's so virtuous, like, she just want to do whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I know brothers' wives that go out of their own element for their husband just to do something for another brother or a sister. You know, it's like, hey, sis, just, it's why you did just fine. You swept the floor, you mopped and everything like that, but, you could just take care of your husband. You ain't got to take care of nobody else, you know what I mean? We appreciate it. And that's how the spirit is. You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit of a virtuous woman. Okay? So keep going. Last verse.
Verse 11. The heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil.
What is that talking about? That's a beautiful scripture. By the way. Go ahead.
He basically trusts his wife so much that he's not worried about no other man coming in and spoiling his house, basically.
Or just anything spoiling her.
Her being received basically by anyone.
Right. Meaning like she's so focused on her husband and she's showing great qualities and characteristics of loyalty and trustworthiness to the point where, I mean, this man is satisfied with her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He believes in her, he trusts her. She is, what is that? Verse 11 again, it's like,
the heart, verse 11, the heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her.
And that's very hard in the Black Hispanic community. We have a lot of trust issues amongst men and women and men. See what I'm saying? Because everybody likes to sleep around. Everybody likes to play games. See what I'm saying? And no one likes to be serious and take a marriage very serious. You know what I mean? Like, what is very serious in the world right now?
Plagues.
These plagues right now. No one takes this relationship as serious as the coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? But the heart of this husband, there's the heart of a husband that absolutely believes and trusts and holds that safety within his heart for his woman. Because he knows her. He trusts her. You know what I'm saying? Because she is virtuous and she is solid and she is a heavy woman. The Bible says, take not a light woman, but take therefore a heavy woman after thy mind. Meaning get somebody that is compatible to you. Don't get you, if you are Pisces and you ain't compatible with an Aries, don't get that. And none of that matters. Because it's always this whole thing of, are you a Gemini? Oh, I can't deal with Gemini.
Right.
You know what? What is it? I'm a Capricorn. I don't deal with Gemini. But I don't even know which one goes together. You know what I mean? It's so dumb. You know what's funny too? When I was into those whole horoscopes, I was with somebody. I was with somebody that I wasn't compatible with. But me and that girl, like we got along. Like we was cool as hell. Till this day, we still are cool. So like that horoscope shit is garbage. And then it changes all the time. You know what I mean? They say Cancers are, they so emotional, they laugh hysterically, and they funny, they goofy. Like, I'm kind of all of that in a sense, but I'm some more shit, you know what I mean? That they did not ask, that they forgot on the list, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's so dumb, you know what I mean? As far as the emotional part, like, I'm very loving and kind, you see what I'm saying? That's the emotional part. Go ahead.
No,
but I ain't want to crowd watch me.
No, I was gonna say it's a time and place for everything. It's time to be goofy, laugh, and do all that. And everybody had that same quality. But the scripture also say you can two walk together unless they agree. That's the main thing right there.
Yeah.
You can't be with nobody that y'all don't agree on nothing.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Y'all don't agree on how y'all are gonna live y'all life together.
Yeah.
Y'all just always arguing and fighting, going against each other. That's the main thing. Like you can't be with nobody y'all have nothing in agreement with. Like, or at least a woman that's not even trying to follow you in what you agree with. You know what I mean? Like, that's why it's very important to, like you just said, get a woman that is on the same page with you.
Right. You know, choose a heavy woman that's after thy mind. See what I'm saying? And that's in Ecclesiastes, I believe. You know what I mean? But like, I mean, come on, man. Your whole Gemini, you argue because you're a horoscope. Wow. Horoscope. Your whole horoscope tells you that you should drink coffee today, but mine tell me I should drink tea. I like both, but I mean, maybe I want tea this morning. You want to fight me over some tea and coffee? Like, it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? You know what? You're a Capricorn. You have attitude problems. Like, get out of here with that, man. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing is, man, get you a woman that fits you. Get you a man that fits you. What's the point of you being righteous and you want a whole dreadhead, smoking, stinking nigga who just sits in his drawers and play video games and is crusty? You know what I mean? Like, what's the point? Why would you give yourself over to that? That's not a glorious man. Lord be with that type of man who's a dreadhead, a weed addict, and who just sits in his drawers and does nothing but play video games and sucks up all the oxygen and resources wherever he lives. Now, these sisters, I'm coming to you sisters, all right? Okay? Get ready. You sisters, right? It's not good for a man to choose a whore. A whore is a very, very bad choice. That's not a good resource. A woman that's just going to be there whenever you want her. But meanwhile, she's doing other rides. She's playing bouncy house on someone else's ride. You said what?
You said bouncy house.
Bouncy house. She's jumping on somebody else's ride right now. But then whenever you make that phone call, she's at your door. That is somebody else's woman. Like back and forth, like you having sex with someone else's woman. Don't get a woman like that. No matter how good the sex is, no matter the way she makes you feel and all that, forget all of that. Are we really loving whores right now? Are we really finna make them the housewife? You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be playing multiple husbands with another man. That's very gay. Very homosexual. And why would you want to sleep with another man's wife? Disgusting. All right? So, if you could, read that one more time.
Verse 11. For the heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her, for that he shall have no need of spoil.
So, the heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her. Meaning this man trusts in his woman that he is with because she shows herself worthy to be trusted. She doesn't show any signs of wickedness, of flakiness. She's solid. She's 10 toes down, just like the husband is 10 toes down. And the part about the spoil, right? Where is it at again? So that he shall have no need of spoil. Please break that down one more time.
That means that he's not really worried about no one deceiving or messing up his household, basically.
Right. So in that case, she's sharp. She's
on point. She understands what her husband, you know what I'm saying, what she needs to do as a wife and what her husband needs. That she's not getting influenced by anybody outside of her household.
Yeah, right. Look, man. I ain't seen these captains' wives. I ain't seen Officer 50 wives, and these sisters are just on it.
Sure.
I didn't see sisters with no wives, and they are on it. You know what I'm saying? They are absolutely just on it. And they are so much on point. You know what? I've been seeing sisters in a Lashma Fadash class.
Sure.
And I'm just like, damn, like, that's crazy. And they're like, yes, sir, that means, you know, cuff in Hebrew. Like, I'm like, damn, I'm just like, okay, like, go ahead, sis, like, you got it. You know what I mean? Like, we need more sisters like that. You know, instead of gossiping and, you know, causing problems, you should be in class. Class is going to build up a woman. A righteous woman, a virtuous woman is going to build up her house. But a foolish woman is going to destroy it. Or what it says in the Bible, pluck it down. Man, destroy it, knock it down, in a sense. And that's in Proverbs, all right? So with that being said, man, that's the class, man. Pay your tithes. April 9th is the Passover. If you need some transportation, you want to call Officer Kodashayan. Otherwise, man, hey, get to the Passover, no excuses. Make it work, make it happen. Do what you can, reach out. Otherwise, with that being said, man, shalom, Israel.
Wow.